Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I woke up really late today, really late, but the positive is that I started watching the bottom of the 7th or top of the 7th, something like that, of the Cubs game, and now it is like the 8th inning, but I was able to get one vlog already done in one inning, so it's saving right now. But luckily I got that done, because yesterday I only got to 1 and today I'm hoping to get to 2, but I only just started watching the game and I was actually able to get to it pretty quickly, which is nice. So I didn't get any uploaded today, but I was only able to get to 1 yesterday, so it kind of, you know, I guess works itself out or something. But you know, because I woke up so late today and I'm so upset about that. But there's only like an inning or so left of this baseball game pretty much anyway, and it's only about 9:30, so as soon as it's over I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to head to bed, hopefully, if I can fall asleep, because yeah, I woke up late today and I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to fall asleep early. So we'll have to see. I was able to get laundry done today and dishes done as well, so I was able to get some of my like basic chore stuff done and then also vlogs done as well, so not too bad in, you know, this afternoon and stuff like that, because like I said, by the time I was actually dressed in my breakfast, that I finished my breakfast, which isn't considered breakfast at 2 o'clock, and I finished my coffee and everything like that, it was 2 o'clock. I didn't wake up at 2, I got up at like 11 or something like that, but by the time I was like done with everything, I did dishes and laundry like early in the morning before I had my coffee or breakfast, because normally I try and do that, and then normally by the time like I've kind of settled in, I can normally, if I need to do a second load of like dishes, if I do, which normally I don't, I just do 1 load a day because that's all we have, and then I'll normally do like another load of laundry. But you know, by that time I was done with all that stuff, it was like 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to try and go to bed early tonight though, because I don't want to wake up super late, which Matthew actually had a late start, so he woke up at like 9, or I think he woke up at like 8 or 9 or something like that, and then he woke me up before he left for school, because I think school for him starts at like 10 o'clock or something like that, on a late start day, which is the second. Is today the second? This is like the 3rd Monday. Maybe it is the 3rd. I always thought for us it was always the 2nd Monday of the month. But I don't know. They ended up having a late start. They normally have one once a month, whenever it is, and they'll start at like 10 o'clock, which back in like, I think when I would have been in 8th grade or 7th grade or something like that, my friend, her older sister was in school, and she would have been like a sophomore or junior or something like that. She actually, they had late starts every single Monday, so you like, you know, after the weekend and stuff like that, you would get to, you know, come in late to school, and it was, your classes started, you know, you still have all your regular classes, but they start late, which I think, I was like, that's such a good idea, because they said that attendance was way better back when they used to do a late start every single Monday, instead of, you know, like you might have to go like a couple days extra because of that, but attendance would be way better, because, you know, if kids got to sleep in, they wouldn't be like, oh, Monday, I don't want to go to school, you know, the whole Monday vibe. When you get a little bit more chance to actually get up and ready for Monday and stuff like that, then they said that, you know, attendance was way better, which I was like, that's a really good idea. And then they switched it to like only once a month, and I think for us it was the 2nd Monday of the month, but now they do it only because they have teachers. They do a teachers meeting once on that Monday. They do them in the morning instead, when you would be in school, but you know, you're not. So, but that's pretty nice. I don't know if it was the same time, if it was like at 10 o'clock, or if they do like 9 o'clock or something like that, or 8 or whatever, like an hour later. But you know, like I was like, I don't know anybody who ever missed school when we had a late start on Monday. Like, people would always miss normal Mondays, because you don't want to have to get up, like, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to school on a Monday when you didn't get much sleep over the weekend or whatever, you know what I mean, guys? I think every school should do that, because you think about it, like, turnout would probably be a lot better. You know, even if like you had to sacrifice like maybe, you know, 3-4 days or whatever extra, I think that it would be way better, because how many kids end up missing because they don't want to get up on a Monday, or they stayed up too late on a, you know, weeknight or weekend, you know, trying to get their schoolwork done or whatever. here are all the puppies, all 5 of them. This is the last night they're all gonna be together. It's so sad. Tomorrow they are going back to the shelter to be spayed and neutered, and then they'll be put up for adoption. But guys, a little surprise, we are actually gonna be adopting 2 of them. We're gonna be adopting Charlie, this little one over here, and Bravo, this little one over here. And the other 3 are actually going to be going up for adoption. So the 2 girls and Alpha, Delta and Echo are going to be going up for adoption. Because Alpha, we realized, kind of just wouldn't fit totally with our family. Looking at me like that. He is a little bit too much of a spaz. And just, he gets in Bliss's face, and she is not a huge fan of the puppies in general. But, you know, on top of that too, he's just not a very calm puppy. The other 2, the 2 that I was talking about, those 2 are probably the calmest ones. And the girls too, they really just, having them with Bliss as well, just, you know, girls are dominant, and so it take a lot of working with them, I think, really to get them to bond, I think. But Bliss already has a pretty good relationship with, I think, the 2 boys, Charlie and Bravo, the 2 that we are keeping. And we're going to be adopting. So a little surprise, guys, in today's vlog. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the other 3 too, because they are just sweethearts. But honestly, guys, Delta, who, she is a sweetheart, but she cries if she is separated from you. I mean, cries and cries and cries. And like I said, Alpha, he's just a crazy spaz. He doesn't like cuddles. He wants to just chew everything and run all over the place, which I know he's a puppy, but, you know, compared to the other 4, he is a little bit over the top. And then with Echo too, she's actually a little bit timid and kind of scared, but she's very in your face with other dogs. Not like aggressively, but she like always wants to play. And on top of it, like I said too, Bliss is not a huge fan of the puppies, so it's going to take some working with her. And she is just a little too much like clingy to other animals, but she's a little like human shy. So yeah, guys, we are going to get 2 of these 2 little ones that are over here sleeping. So yep, this is the last night they're all going to be together, and the last night we're going to have all 5 of them. But they are so much bigger than when we got them. It's just super sweet. Sad to see them go, but happy that they're going to be going to good homes. Share that information with you guys, but we've actually known for a couple weeks or so now that we were going to be adopting 2 of them, and it's just because Ike, honestly guys, he is really not doing well. It's likely will be put down soon, probably within the next few months or so, just because he has, I don't know if I told you guys before, he has like a condition or something like that, like a incurable disease pretty much, that it's like the wasting away, not wasting away, but his back legs pretty much. And it happens a lot in German Shepherds, and I know I saw somebody else had a German Shepherd and this happened to theirs as well, but basically they just become like incompetent, I believe is the correct word, and their back legs slowly stop working and they kind of drag them and stuff like that. It's not painful or anything like that for them, but it's their mobility is really lacking and it's very difficult. And honestly guys too, he sleeps all the time pretty much. I mean, he'll, get up, go outside and stuff like that, but he has a lot of accidents. We've tried diapers and things like that, which only seem to make his back legs worse. He can't, like, use them as well when he has them on, and stuff like that. But I told you guys in one of the other vlogs, and we kind of had the same thing happen with one of our dogs. Bliss was actually, like, an overlap of, I guess, one of the dogs that we did have, at the same time. We had her and the one that we ended up actually putting down within like a few months or so. Normally, like, I don't want to say it's like replacing them, but I think makes it maybe a little bit easier just to have something not to focus on, but it's really difficult because he was the dog, like, I've always kind of considered him like my dog and stuff like that, because I don't know, he always slept with me, he always, like, did everything with me, followed me around and stuff like that, and so it's really difficult to see him go. And my mom kind of, like, well, I guess since, like, Mother's Day pretty much, or a little bit before that, or on Mother's Day, I think, my mom, my dad told my mom, like, we could keep 2 of them if you wanted to, and, and that's, for Mother's Day, I guess, going for a gift, but, so, and we've known that Ike is only got a little bit of time left most likely, and again, I don't want it to sound like it's like a replacing a dog kind of thing and stuff like that, because it's really difficult. I've just like I said, with our one dog, well, actually, here's the thing, we had one dog, our dog Timothy. He was a German Shepherd Husky mix, and we had him for I think like 6 or 7 years or something like that, and he was adopted when he was already a couple of years old, maybe 5 years old, and he might have been only like 5 when we adopted him, so I think he only made it to 10. He actually ended up having a brain tumor and ended up having a seizure, or he had like 2 or 3 seizures or something like that, and my mom ended up, well, actually, he had a seizure. We had no clue what ended up happening. All of a sudden, he was acting really, really weird. My mom ended up taking him to the vet, and then they said he had a seizure. We didn't actually end up seeing that happen, and then they said that he had a brain tumor. So we brought him home thinking like, oh, it's going to be a couple weeks. Within that week, he ended up having a second one, and we had to put him to sleep. And we had a beagle before him well, they were together. We had him ever since before I was born. And he was put down my freshman year of high school. Him and Bliss both also overlap. So here's the thing. We had Darby first. He was the beagle, and he was around before me. Then there was Timothy, and then there was 2 dogs. And then we got Ike, which was 3 dogs. And we got him like around maybe when I was like in 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. And then we ended up having 3 dogs at once. So we had 3 dogs, and then Timothy was the first one to go. Pretty much of any of my youth dogs, or the puppy dogs that I've had, I never lost a dog up until him. He ended up being put down maybe around January, I think. And then right around Matthew's birthday we were actually just randomly like at the pet store, and we saw Bliss with her sister, and then we ended up adopting her kind of for Matthew's birthday, kind of, sort of, and Bliss is, his dog. It's nobody's dog, but, it was kind of just like Matthew was really close with him, and so it was, really difficult, I think, for him to lose him, and so Bliss kind of became Matthew's now dog, and Ike was kind of always my dog, and, and Darby was just kind of like always has been the family dog, and, kind of more my parents, because they had him since he was a puppy. We didn't, like, he grew up with me, but I don't know, it wasn't really like my puppy. I didn't take care of him or anything like that, and Ike was kind of like that for me, and we got him when he was already, I think, somewhere between 5 to 8 years old, they said, and we've had him for quite some time. He's like close to maybe like 16 or so, possibly older than that, maybe a little younger. We were not totally sure. They honestly didn't know when they ended up getting him at the shelter how old he was. So all of our dogs, with the exception of Darby, which was the first dog my parents got, were all shelter rescue dogs. Then we ended up getting Bliss, and, now we're going to have 2 more puppies. So, like I said, all of our dogs have kind of always overlapped with each other, where, like, if we know we might only have a couple of years left with one or something like that. I mean, like, Timothy was a complete surprise to us, and we knew Darby most likely was going to have to be put down, because he was also, he had like fatty tumors as well, and he had them like on his bladder, and so he had accidents all the time, and so he needed to be put down as well because, again, you know, he was, I think maybe like 16 years old, or, you know, 15, something like that, I believe, when we put him down. So all of our dogs have lived long and happy lives, and it's really like bittersweet because you know that bringing a new puppy in most likely means that like you're probably going to lose one sooner or later, and so it's really hard. But I told you guys in one of the prior vlogs, you know, a couple of weeks ago or whatever, that like I thought one night like Ike was honestly just gonna like go in the night because I thought he was really bad, but he was just like breathing really funny, and like was like the way he was laying was really weird, like he was snoring, and I was like, what's he doing? And it was freaking out, and you know, I think it just hit me at that moment like he's gonna go soon. And so it's difficult because I'm super excited that we're gonna have 2 new puppies and crazy adventure along the way, but at the same time too, I'm so sad because he is, you know, we're going to lose Ike, you know, most likely, you know, it's imminent is the thing. You know, it's not really a question of, it's more of a question of how much time is left. So, you know, but I guess, again, we've always kind of had that where our puppies have overlapped with our elderly dogs that we knew we didn't have much time left. So I know for some people it's, you know, they're like, oh, we feel like we're replacing the dog or whatever. And I don't know, I've never felt like that because, like I said, it's always been that way for us. Anyways, guys, before I make today's vlog too long, I did get to editing 2 vlogs. It's about 10:30 right now, so I'm going to take a shower and head to bed. But I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.